No, he came all the way down here by bus, went to the wrong court, and he called to tell us that he had gone to the wrong court and that he would be down here, and he got down here, and he's not leaving here without an attorney's name. So whatever you got to do, you guys go out, find out, so I can sign an order so he'll have counsel and somebody he can talk to. But I'm not. Record should reflect we had a bench conference in this case. I'm going to adjourn the probable cause to April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Okay. I would further indicate that with reference to bond in this case, that the court is going to lift any travel restrictions for this defendant. Counsel is going to prepare a specific order that we'll be signing off on regarding that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Honor.
We're going to have to. Court does call the case People versus Kenzie Dunn.
People.
Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender, with and on behalf of Ms. Dunn. Would you please state your name, ma'am?
Kenzie Dunn.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates defendant will be pleading guilty to the charge of count 3 of use of methamphetamine upon the 1-year offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, counts 1 and 2 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
May I have her sworn?
Right hand. Do you solemnly swear in affirmative what you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Help you God.
You.
State your name, please.
Kenzie Dunn.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of use of methamphetamine. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. You understand also that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Freshour in the 14A3 district. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
To that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed or had cause to have signed an advice of rights form?
Yes.
Well, no, you didn't.
And perhaps our decided to
That was very much a cannon move. Yeah, no matter. All right. We had an advice of rights signed. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole? At the time of this offense, were you on probation, answerable to any other court?
Oh, no.
All right. You weren't on parole.
No, no.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plea?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily of your own free will.
Yes.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes.
On the date of I don't have a date on this information. It says error bookmark not defined. I don't think that's a date.
Your Honor.
I believe it was January 9th.
Okay, this one has it. Yeah, I got you. Okay, January 9th, 2026. The location of the 1600 block of South Main Street, City of Chelsea, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Did you have methamphetamine in your possession? All right. Did you use it?
I had the intent to use it.
Pardon?
I had the intent to use it.
Okay, you hadn't used it yet.
So, yeah.
I can take the position of higher charge of possession. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if I accept your plea, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by court rule, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court will not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
Yes.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 3. Counts 1 and 2 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 1483 probation. Sentencing will be April 6th, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Fresh Hour.
Your Honor, may we address bond, please?
May.
Your Honor, may I start with that? Miss Dunn does have strong family support. Both her mother and her father are present here today
Or are they?
in the front row.
Okay.
And we are asking that the court consider reinstating her bond. When Miss Dunn was before Your Honor, I believe it was last week, she had an appointment, or pardon me, had secured a substance abuse treatment bed at Sacred Heart's Clearview program. She scheduled to be in that program on Friday, knowing that she had court Thursday and knowing that she had tested positive, and she did, it's my understanding, come before Your Honor and was very honest about having recently used. We are asking that she be allowed to have her bond reinstated so that she can, in fact, go to Clearview. She has 4 young children. The 3 youngest are ages 4, 2, and 6 months, who, along with their 11-year-old brother, are residing with her parents. The 3 young ones are young and are quite a handful, and the program that Ms. Dunn was able to find is a program that will allow her to be there with the children, and that was the plan when she reported here for court Thursday. The plan was for her to be there for them.
With her children.
That is correct, and she has her family support in making that happen. And it's my understanding this is only her second time with some sort of criminal contact, and that she has been working for a bit to try to gain control of this addiction issue with strong family support. Her children's father, the youngest 3, is incarcerated, so she is the primary caregiver. So this would really give her parents the break that they need and ensure that she's able to get treatment as well as care for her family.
And so the place in the treatment that's still available to her?
She believes it is. She said that when she called that it was not a problem to get a bed initially, so she believes that it is still available. Her parents have tried to call, but they will not speak to them.
I'll reinstate her bond to a personal recognizance, $5,000 bond. All the previous conditions are hereby ordered reinstated, young lady. For no other reason, you got to get yourself into treatment, or you got to deal with it because you got those babies that are counting on you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I don't know if mom and dad heard me. What happened?
I will make sure.
We're looking for you. Court calls the case People versus Nyara Coleman.
And on behalf of the people, Your Honor, and Immaculate Home.
Michael Furness.
Morning again, Assistant Public Defender Dodgy Lebo on behalf of Ms. Furness. Mr. Furness, could you please tell the judge your name when you get up here?
Michael Christopher Furnace.
And Your Honor, we'd like to set this matter for preliminary examination, please, and would also like to address bond.
All right. Discovery is complete.
It is, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 31st.
Sure, Mr. Young.
Preliminary examination will be set March 31st, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Washington, as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Furness has actually posted his bond in this matter, but he does have a tether requirement. He has a holdout of Jackson County that they have indicated they intend to pick him up on. However, he's not able to be released to that county with the tether requirement in place, which is leading to him continuing to be in the Washtenaw County Jail on dead time. I would ask the court would consider removing the tether requirement.
What's the other case?
It is, I believe it is a resisting and obstructing matter out of Blackman Township in Jackson.
Assaulting strong arm and police officer.
It is a assault or strong arm a police officer charge, which I believe is perhaps a local charge.
Response, people.
I'm not sure why there would be a tether requirement on this. My only concern would be if he gets picked up in Jackson, it's going to make it difficult to then prepare a rig. We're back here for that.
Correct.
Tether would be a place that we would make sure we have them for that date.
At this point, since we've got the exam set, I'm going to deny the request. I'm going to leave his bond as set at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Which judge the examiner would be in front of?
When did you want?
Whichever.
Judge Washington. Court calls the case, People versus Muhammad Dari.
You're ready for the people?
Assistant Public Defender Tanazi Carey, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Muhammad Dari, who is approaching.
Go away. Just take your time.
They're getting used to it. Just got him this morning.
Mr. Dari, state your name for the record.
I'm a Dari.
So the court should have a green sheet.
I do. It's
We're
probably
requesting-
prepared by somebody else, but yes.
We're requesting an adjournment, Your Honor. The people.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned from 9/2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dari.
I'll get that information.
Okay. Court does call the case versus Michael Grimmaldi.
Jacob Kennedy for the people, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Veronica Glenn requesting permission to practice pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Assistant Public Defender Stephanie Cannon.
Permission to practice is granted.
Thank you. Can you say your name for the record?
Yes, Michael Grimmaldi.
What are we doing?
We would like to adjourn for mitigation.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned April 2nd, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Vasquez Davis.
Yes, sir. How you doing today, my guy, my judge?
How are you? How are you doing, Mr. Davis?
Man, I'm doing good, man.
All right.
Stephanie Cannon on behalf of Mr. Vasquez.
Sorry to surprise you. He's already stated his name
Thank you.
at our moment.
Your Honor, at this time, I'm going to ask for a brief adjournment of this matter for mitigation purposes, and a green sheet will be provided to you today.
I have no idea what's going on, do you?
No.
I already have agreed.
Perfect. Then we're going to, this case be adjourned, Your Honor.
All right, Vasquez, I'm going to adjourn you out until April 9th.
Yes, sir.
All right. April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Yes, sir. All right, sir.
Continue. All right. You take care of yourself.
Okay. You too, man. You too, sir.
Could have been worse. All right. Thank you. That kind of felt nice. Court calls the case, people versus Todd Johnson.
Okay, well, I'll keep the people.
Assistant Village Defender Dunn, if you leave a form, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, could you tell the court your name, sir?
Todd Christopher Johnson.
You're waiving your right to preliminary examination?
I am.
All right. You understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it.
I understand.
You understand you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
I understand it.
All right. And that's what you want to do?
That's what I want to do.
All right. People also waive their right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on a single count.
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of the information. We waive formal reading and stand mute at this time.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for April 6, 2026, 1:30. Judge Hammoud.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue.
Good luck with it.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Robert Dalin.
Alex, love.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Dalin, who's now approaching. Can you please say your name for the record, sir?
Dalin.
Say again, sir.
Robert Dalin.
Thank you. All right.
At this time, Your Honor, I'm requesting a brief adjournment. Our investigators working on obtaining some additional media discovery.
Got it. Okay. Is that like third-party media discovery or what?
Yeah, it's through the VA hospital. She has a form that she submitted to the VA hospital to obtain that.
To get. So we don't know. April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you. I'll work on stipulating to adjourn that debate.
Thank you.
Your Honor, my client was asking to see if we could get a potentially adjourn this court date to May.
I won't go out that far.
So close if you can get the prosecutor to agree to the stipulation. So this is something to talk about later. It's not something to talk about right now, PCC.
Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Larry Casaru.
Alex, Jefferson.
Assistant Public Defender Chinazi earlier on behalf of Mr. Casaru, who is approaching. Mr. Cross, will state your name for the record?
Larry Casaru.
Your Honor, do you have a green sheet for this case? Wonderful. We would just be asking for 1 week if the court could give us.
Get all your green sheets.
Who did?
I mean, you're usually holding them like a deck of cards. But now I see my file.
I got help today, Judge.
I will adjourn it. I'll adjourn it, Mr. Casaru, to April 2nd.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You do the same. Court calls the case, People versus Christopher Duffy.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Duffy, Judge, is approaching the podium.
Your name, sir?
Christopher Duffy.
Thank you. Jermaine.
That's mine, isn't it?
Bench conference in this case. Rather than, and I understand counsel was going to set it for an exam, but there may be another case out there that we're trying to find to deal with. So all this adjourned to probable cause to April 2nd, 2026 at 9 a.m. All right, young man. Thank you. Bond will continue.
All right, thank you.
Conference in this case. And there's a request for competency evaluation in this matters. I will forensic evaluation in all of these matters is ordered. I will set a competency hearing date for May 14th, 2026, 9 a.m. to coincide with the other cases.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. That
Thank you. Just me. Court does call the case People versus Jaquea Dunlap.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook is people.
and Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Dunlap, who appears via Zoom.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I need a camera.
Trying to turn it on.
Oh. State your name.
Jacques Dunlap.
And Your Honor, we are just seeking an adjournment to review media covering this matter.
Probable cause conference, April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Court calls the cases of the People versus James Lawson.
Counsel Carrie, I can really, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Lawson, who is approaching.
Her name,
Your Honor, I'm sorry. It's James Craig Lawson, but I don't hear so good because of COVID.
okay.
So I'm gonna.
No, we'll get him for you.
Thank you.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, what are we doing on this?
Your Honor, we are asking that this matter be set for preliminary exam.
Both cases?
Yes, Judge. We'd like to address bond as well.
So all discovery is complete?
To our knowledge, Your Honor.
And would people have their witnesses available the 31st?
We'll do it.
Preliminary examination in person, March 31st, both cases, 2026, 9 a.m. before me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
As to bond.
As to bond, Judge, Mr. Lawson's bond is $100, if I'm not mistaken, on both of these matters. Unfortunately, Mr. Lawson has been unable to secure employment. He indicates that he has been working very hard with an employment agency and hoping that he would be able to get back on his feet from his prior incarceration. I've informed him about some programs that we have. I've talked to him about A Brighter Way. He states that he sent out a letter to A Brighter Way. He has the address. Go there and see if there's anything to help him. He was working with the reentry program. He just doesn't have the money to post. I'm asking that, was with Dalin Center at one point as well. I'm asking that the court consider giving him a personal recognizance bond. I don't know if a tether would be sufficient because I don't think he has an address unless if he can be tethered to the witness.
If I could, Your Honor, could I add a little information to what she just explained to you? 18 months ago, I was before you. I'm the guy that owes you $11 on a prior.
Owe me $11?
Yes, sir.
I've been looking for you.
Yeah, well, here I am. I sent you a letter explaining that.
I didn't get lunch that day because.
Go ahead. I sent you a letter explaining the situation that I was in, and I was transported by the Michigan State Police to go to Chippewa County, which is above the bridge.
Right.
So I couldn't show up for the court date that we had set for a traffic citation with the Pittsfield Township Police. At that time, I had also explained to you that I was working with Miss Kayla Irwin at the Washtenaw Reentry Program, and she had me set up for everything upon leaving Washtenaw County Jail. The only problem was I was transported to another county for a charge that is now complete. I spent 362 days in Chippewa County. I spent 327 days in Washtenaw County to get all this stuff taken care of, and they had to quote me to case management. And since then, Miss Irwin sent me a letter while I was up north claiming that I could write a letter to a brighter way, which I did for support. So they're aware of that. They have a letter. I have a copy of it. And I'm working at the Lana Center in downtown Ann Arbor. And people are giving me all the support they can. I do have a place to stay. I'm on a list for a bed down there on the 3rd floor, and they have work programs. They have medical that I can get through Packard Health. And I'm currently working with JP Staffing out of Ypsilanti, trying to get into Marsh Plating, which is a plating company here in Ypsilanti on South Grove Road. And that's where I'm at today. I'd like to follow up on that and try to get a job so I can get your $11 to you and take care of the rest of this stuff. I knew you'd laugh, so that's why I brought it up. You know, I'm trying to break the ice with you. I'm really trying, but it's been hell. I promise I won't miss a court date with you either. It's important. I want to get through this and get this done with so I can get on with my life.
You know, no disrespect to Miss Akinrulli, or maybe I am. You did what?
I'm listening intensely.
I was just gonna say he did a wonderful job at his own bond argument.
I was gonna say that.
Because he will you promise me you'll come back on the 31st? Because if not, I'm gonna have to go out and find you.
I can't wait.
My $11.
I can't wait to see you.
I don't get that a lot. Okay. I'm gonna take a chance on you because you're trying to do everything that you can do.
Yes, sir.
I just need you back here on the 31st.
I'll be here.
Okay. I'm going to reduce this bond in both of these cases to a $1,000 personal recognizance fund.
Tell you what else I'm going to try to do. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it because there is no try. It's either do or do not. When I come, I'm bringing that $11 to give to your.
What was that for?
It was from 2010 from a retail fraud with Target.
Was it the restitution?
Yes, sir. You told me I need $11 from you so I can close the case out.
Yes, that's right. Because I get everything else got out of the way. I just couldn't waive the $11.
Right. Well, I'm gonna got it in my pocket, whether I have to stand out here and.
Well, no, don't tell me. All right.
Tell you now.
All right. Do what you can.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
31st.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thanks for the surround sound too. Thank you.
Is there a booking fee? If it's a booking fee, if it's restitution, I can't do anything. But if it's a booking fee, just waive it because I think he'll bring it, but he's trying. So if it's waivable, just waive it. Court calls the case, People versus Riley Everett.
Raven Cook for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Don V. Lieb on behalf of Mr. Everett. Mr. Everett, can you tell the judge your name, please?
Riley Everett.
And Your Honor, we're still investigating some matters in this case. We're requesting an adjournment.
April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Court calls the case of People versus Kristen Luckett.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Luck, who approaches. Can you please state your name for the record? Christian David Luckett. And Your Honor, I did submit a criminal responsibility on this matter. Mr. Luckett is on probation out of the 22nd Circuit before Judge Slay. You're just looking to process that as we process this.
I process it, but the district court, I'm not going to set that for a hearing because
I understand that, Your Honor.
Criminal responsibility. Sign off on it.
Thank you very much. In terms of what we do with this case, we're just asking for a brief adjournment. We're just looking to see if there's any other media and we should be able to move next time we're in court.
April 2nd, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Court calls the case of the People versus Javon Foster.
And Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Foster, who appears via Zoom.
Foster, can you state your name?
Javon Foster.
And Your Honor, we are just looking for a brief adjournment on this matter as well. My understanding is that media has been sent over. We just haven't had that in the file in enough time to review that.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned April 9th, 2025, 26, 9 a.m.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Foster.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Michael Agbana.
Judge. Marshall Feaster, First Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Agbana, who should be approaching the podium. Take your name for the record, sir.
Michael Agbana.
Thank you. Just should be a green sheet in the file and requesting an adjournment, and he'd like me to address file.
Turning to April 2nd, 2026, 9 a.m. Esteban.
Thank you, Judge. I believe Mr. Agbana, I had a good conversation with him. He indicated that he was arraigned in this matter. I believe his bond is set at $10,000 cash surety. I believe he was held in custody because he had missed a prior court date. According to the records I have in our file, it looks like Mr. Agbana was in Livingston County Jail from August 20th through December 21st, at which point he was released to the Forensic Center, and he was there from December 21st through March 6th, where he was restored for competency and then brought back here. He indicates he is now on his medication, doing very well. He can live with his mother in Van Buren Township. He's been away.
Verified that.
I have not verified that. But that's what he indicates, Your Honor. So he is requesting that Your Honor consider reducing his bond to a personal bond, even tether, and he would go live with his mother in Van Buren Township if the court would allow.
Thompson.
Your Honor, upon proof of that, we'd be.
You'd have no objection if you provide verification, you guys can prepare a step that he could then reside. I'd release him on a PR or reinstate his previous bond, and that where he would reside, and then a tether.
Okay.
Also on that.
Okay.
Sign off. But at this point, I'll have his bond continue.
Thank you, Judge. All right. Plus your mom. I'll complete. Oh, probably not.
Assistant Public Defender Davi leave on behalf of Mr. Price.
Here.
Can you tell the judge your name?
Pardon me?
Can you tell the judge your name?
Oh, my name's Hubert Price.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, requesting adjournment today. Mr. Cook wanted to consult with the officer in charge.
Can I tell you?
Turn this to April 2nd, 2026.
Can I say anything?
9 a.m.
I don't think you should.
What?
Your Honor, sir, I would like to apologize for me not coming before because I misread it because I had 2 Zooms. And then the third one, I thought it was a Zoom too. And then my sister, she wanted to go to the wedding. And I said, well, go ahead, because I got the Zoom, but it wasn't a Zoom, it was appear. And so that's why I didn't appear.
Gotcha.
So it was before the first time you told me, well, you got to get that fixed. Remember that? You know, and because I didn't know how to work it. But I'll come to court because I don't want to lose my apartment. My only apartment I ever had in my life. But I'm about to lose it if I don't get back out.
All right.
I will come to court.
I'll address that on the 2nd. Okay.
April 2nd?
Couple of weeks out, and then I'll address that.
All right.
All right. Let your attorney know what specifically you want to argue and let the court know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So this here is for.
I'll explain what we talked about yesterday. So I'll explain. But I'll talk to you later, okay?
But you understood what I said, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I look stupid, but I really pick things. Court calls the case People versus Sakanja Glover.
Morning, Your Honor. Ray. To the people.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Lebo for Ms. Glover. Your Honor, I spoke to Ms. Glover yesterday, and I had every expectation she would be here today.
Glover, not here. Oh, is this you? Okay, come on. Why wasn't she hearing me?
Ms. Glover, could you tell the court your name and take your hands out of your pockets?
Sakanja Glover.
And Your Honor, discovery is complete in this matter. We'd like to set for preliminary examination, please.
People have their witnesses available the 31st.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination will be set March 31st, 2026, 9 for Judge Washington.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will, thank you. Court calls case, People versus Lucreta Thompson.
Morning, Your Honor.
That's someone involved with the defender to not be here actually, Your Honor, on behalf of, say your name for the record.
Luccketta Thompson.
You're looking for an adjournment to.
Actually, Your Honor,
Yes.
okay, we'd like to set this matter for preliminary examination.
All right.
And we'd like to address bond.
Discovery is complete
To our knowledge, Your Honor.
and people have their witnesses available the 31st. Preliminary examination in this matter will be set March 31st, 2026, 9 a.m. That's before me.
Okay.
And as to bond,
As to bond, Judge, Ms. Thompson was remanded at her, was it the last hearing? I believe it was the last hearing based on a positive test on the sober link, right? Your Honor, we are asking that the court consider giving her a PR bond. She is gainfully employed, Your Honor. She's working 2 jobs right now. She indicates to us that she just bought a new home. She has a car note. She has a host of financial responsibilities that she cannot keep up with, obviously, while she's in the jail. Unfortunately, she has not been able to save up enough money to handle those financial affairs while away. I've talked to her about treatment opportunities. She states that she has been looking into treatment while she's in the jail. She's heard great things about Dawn Farm. She wants to see if she could do the outpatient program while she's here. I'd also like to connect her with our CCOP program here in Washtenaw County. There are a number of programs that she'll be able to do. Judge, we can consider changing her monitoring device if the court does not, because there were a number of missed tests as well. If the court would consider at least a scram tether or something else that'll be able to monitor her consumption or ensure she's not consuming. She understands now more than ever before that the court is serious when it comes to the bond conditions. However, Your Honor, we're just asking that the court not consider giving her a PR bond so she's not in a position where she loses everything and has to start all over.
any response from the people?
I have no objection to a release to inpatient treatment, but no concerns if it's another device that or been tested positive for alcohol. Absent the release to inpatient.
Court considering everything and also in looking, her performance on the sober link was abysmal. And then I get a positive test. So I'm going to deny the request at this time. But bond will continue. Thank you.
If I can't do this. Myself.
Court calls the case, People versus I agree or
People.
And for Mrs. Jean approaching. State your name.
I agree.
Thank you.
We're asking to adjourn this matter. We're still waiting for additional media discovery.
Is that on its way?
So Your Honor, we need to get, I didn't see that we had any. I need to reach out to the agency to see if they have any related to this case.
April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. bond continue. Thank you. It's just repeated.
It's just.
Okay, so we're done. Court calls the case, People versus Nicholas Harding.
Excuse me, Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Harding, who's here. Station, Mr. Harding?
Nicholas Harding.
Your Honor, we're asking the court to matter for the people to consider mitigation.
April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Courthouse case, people versus Robin Hardy.
Sorry. Alex Jablowski for the people.
Apologize for that. Torshio Feast, First Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Miss Robin Hardy, who I believe is present on Zoom, I hope. Thank you.
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to get can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm trying to get the camera. Yeah, I'm trying to get the camera to work. I'm sorry.
Showing away from you.
Yeah, you need to flip it around.
Flip it around to me.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
There we go.
Oh,
you got it.
Sorry. Hello.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you, Judge. There should be a green sheet in file. Miss Hardy indicated she has some discovery that she's going to try to obtain. Then I can turn it over to the people, see if that might be able to help get the matter resolved.
She has discovery that needs to.
Yes.
Okay. Probable cause conference, April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. April 9th.
Those cases versus Brandy Hickman.
The people.
Assistant Public Defender Davila before Ms. Hickman, who should be on Zoom.
Ms. Hickman, can you unmute, state your name?
Brandy Hickman.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, Ms. Hickman is going to be providing me with some information that we're using for investigations to be asking for an adjournment.
April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Court calls case of the people versus Stephen Huska.
Alex Jablowski for the people, Your Honor.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender for Mr. Huska, Your Honor. Your Honor, I don't have any real good contact information from Mr. Huska. I don't have any explanation as to his whereabouts. I'd ask the court to adjourn this matter.
Bench warrant will issue. Bond 10,000, cash surety. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case of the people versus Travis May.
Alex Jablowski for the people.
Yes, sir. My name is Travis May.
Assistant Public Defender Nick Vukovich on behalf of Mr. May. Your Honor, it looks like from my notes in defendant data, there was a conflict, representation. So I'm not sure if it looks like a conflict email was sent, but it appears conflict counsel may not have been appointed. So I would ask for adjournment. I'll follow up on this.
No, he came all the way down here by bus, went to the wrong court, and he called to tell us that he had gone to the wrong court and that he would be down here, and he got down here, and he's not leaving here without an attorney's name. So whatever you got to do, you guys go out, find out, so I can sign an order, so he'll have counsel and somebody he can talk to. But I'm not.
I'll walk down to the MAC office right after this, Your Honor.
Pardon?
I go down to the MAC office right after.
All right. So, Mr. Mayor, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pass your matter. It may be an hour or so. I'll probably call it back up, but I got to get an attorney for you. Just so that, okay, you understand what I'm doing?
Sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Representation.
Yep. Thank you. Okay.
Court calls case people versus Tony Woods.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Woods, Your Honor. But not with. My understanding is that we received confirmation that he was released from Kent County. I made all the efforts to contact Kent County. I made all efforts to contact my client. We even tried to get him to appear on Zoom. So I have no explanation, unfortunately, for his non-appearance, and I have no clue about his whereabouts.
Bench warrant will issue 10,000 cash surety. Warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you.
You. Court calls case of the people versus Terry Williams.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Sydney Russian appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams. Your Honor, I don't see anyone approaching the bench. I have not received a response from Mr. Williams in over an hour. You were so gracious to pass on this matter to allow Mr. Williams the time to get to the court. However, noting I don't see anyone approaching the bench, no one on Zoom. Your Honor, I have no explanation as to why he is not currently checked in.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond 10,000, cash surety. That warrant will issue immediately. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Have a great day to you and your wonderful staff.
You do the same.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Dion Baldwin. He's in back.
Al Pawlowski, Plea honors.
And he refuses to participate.
Oh, okay. We just visited him, with the court. I mean, he probably needs to be here to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would the court adjourn this a week then?
No.
No. 4 days?
Except for competency, right?
Yeah. We did review the report with him, Judge, and that may be the impetus for him refusing.
April 2nd, 2029.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Sherry Nally.
Al Pawlowski.
Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender, representing Nally.
Okay, Chief is also, I'll adjourn this one. I'll adjourn this one to April 23rd.
Thank you.
2026, 9 a.m. Bond continue. Got that lock? That ends. Wow. Hey, Luckett. All right. Good. Next bus up in and out, right? All right. Court's gonna stand in recess.
A
Thank you.
determined defendant arrives at court after a difficult journey, taking
2026, 9
a.m.
a.m. Bond
courthouse
continue.
first. Despite the confusion, he refuses
Got
to leave
that
without
lock?
getting legal help.
That ends.
When
Wow.
the judge hears what happened,
Hey,
the tone in the
Luckett.
courtroom shifts. The
All
judge
right.
makes it clear that the man will
Good.
not walk
Next
out
bus
without
up in
an attorney's
and
name,
out, right?
ordering staff
All
to
right.
step out and arrange
Court's
counsel
gonna
so
stand
an
in
official
recess.
order can be signed. It becomes a brief but powerful moment showing that even in a busy courtroom, the judge wants to ensure everyone has proper legal representation before moving forward. Do you think every defendant should be guaranteed an attorney before a case continues? Like, if you believe legal representation is essential and share to join the discussion,